I did hit a video start. Hello, folks. This is who am I right now? I'm beginning to forget. I'm D.W. McCullough for the moment. I'm the author of the book that I had just sent out yesterday for the Queen's U Magica. I'm about to do a video for you. I'm here, I promise. I'm going to take off my glasses too. I don't need to see to do this actually. I am going blind on top of dying in general. Let's see if I can put this right here and not bother it. Can you see me now? I'm going to put this back. It looks weird to me. And the camera just seems to do that. Let me see if it's looking at me. I'll be right back. It appears to be. I think I'm going to say close enough for government work because I've been doing so much with it that way. Hey, what we're going to do here, gosh, I'm going back into Dave DeBard for a minute. But right in here, folks, I'm going to show you. Let's go out to unpack. I'm going to talk a bit first because I really want to do a trance dance. Several of the songs I wrote, as I've spoken with you before, are trance music simply by application of the simplest form that you can do it. If you're working with pagans, or if you're working in creative movement for kids, if you're working in dance therapy, or any situation where people want to meditate, here it is. You can even make it heavy metal, and we trance in a different kind of way. We trance dance. Well, there's a lot of trance dance I just unloaded on you, right? Okay, anyway, this song I would have done with a drum and bass, but the cakewalk's not working. My tech is dying on me. I need techies. I'm throwing this out as just a plea. If you can even long distance help me, not just with the modeling, joining in as you will with the tales themselves by creating your own, then help me with this tech. I'm gonna continue doing the game videos, but for some reason, maybe it's the new Windows update, I cannot get my PC to record from the television. They both work good, but I've not yet even tried, and it ain't working, so you're going to have those really weird, off-centered looking movies of me and Deli and the whole Tales Trauma team. Excuse me. I'm not drinking except a lot of for tummy problems. Excuse me. A lot of sparkling water, and I'm not getting any sodium in them. Stay away from the sugar of sodas. Wow. Okay, let's get back on track, shall we? Let's see where that track was. I just derailed, going off the rails on a crazy train. Anyway, lots of uses for this song. Now, I should be using this with the guitar, my Vox that has a synthesizer. It has a great sitar on it, but imagine, if you will, this is a guitar. I'm using, you already darling. I'm using Sterling here, my bad metal bitch, because I really want to do the mad metal version of it. Anyway, I said bitch. I'm going to leave this G. YouTube, if you see this, I apologize profusely. I mean, you do still have bitch pudding. We were just talking about that. Anyway, to start the song, it is very simple. I do want to indicate, though, that instead of for lutes, a 9-course lute, you have to actually hit what would be a G on guitar. Now, I'm playing in C along with the lute. This is ready to play right along with the lute. And you can do this with a regular guitar with high tension strings, heavy strings, if you're using acoustic or electric, as opposed to my classical, which I keep tuned that way and have often used for beginners to teach them guitar. It's a little difficult doing that with a lute because I've got the 3 extra strings that confuse beginners to no end. I'd rather just, as you see in my videos, just hand them the lute. You saw what I did, try it. See if you can do it. So trance. I am going to continue without the changes. I'll continue without those changes to show you what the trance is like. I am going to shut my mouth, so when we start at this point in the video, you can take this, any dancers or someone who wants to talk about it, You can play it in the background without me interrupting you. How does that sound for a change? Here we go. It's Highwayman, but I'm going to change it up. Notice the left hand for right now. I can do this forever. Right hand is busy, but hey, the arthritis ain't affecting it. One reason I want to get this song out here now. It is part of the... I did it. Need to shut up. I'll start again. This is part of the trilogy of the opening. What we have first is the Highwayman, and that's the introduction of Sarah in the original fantasy series to Darthon, otherwise me, and he convinces her that he can help her, teach her the act, just like I do. This is real life stuff. Alright? Then we have the original Fae dance. I'm not going to switch it, but... Hey, wrong page. Now, if you want to see examples of that open string song, it can be played by a beginner entirely with open strings, then there's plenty of references to it already. Now, this would be where they're actually performing together, and he has taught her a slow belly dance. And I want that to be on film too. It's comical. I know it's funny to watch a man belly dance, particularly I was fat at the time. Oh, it was hilarious, but you entertain your students when you're teaching. You do. And they loved it. And it's like, I can do that. I can do it better than you can. It's like, that's your job, all right? I just sit back here and play and watch. I got the best view in the house anyway. All right, I'll shut up now. Alright, now what you got there was a truncated version. If you have the ability, you can loop it any way you want to if you want an extended dance. For anyone who wants to create a dance for that, belly dance. It's called a Balinaise, which is really kind of a joke. I didn't know exactly. I knew it was a dance form. And I knew it was a dance form from the ZZ Top song. Has nothing to do with the original Balinaise dances that are similar to belly dance, but much more structured. That's not what I'm looking for in this song. Free form belly dance. If you don't know how to do it, YouTube it. Belly dance lessons. They may be some free form or not. Get the easiest ones or get the ones that you can work with. Guitarists. Now, we talked a little bit about theory, and I told you, you go get the theory elsewhere. But, if you want to know how to do this, I'm going to say it just in the key of E. Alright? Because you might be practicing this in the E, and I'll play it in E sometime to show you. But, this is the scale of E Phrygian, which is all the natural notes from E to E, not C to C, which would be a C major chord. I could unpack a lot more. That's going to be it. Let's get this up and see if it actually works. Somebody